Hi, this video is going to cover the differences and the similarities between File Explorer, which is just this window that you're probably used to accessing in the Windows environment when you're trying to find a document or a folder that you've created with your resources, and Google Drive. So notice that there are two quick and easy ways to get to Google Drive from Chrome. One is to hit the waffle, and then Drive should be up here somewhere in your first set of icons. If it isn't, you can click More, and that will pull up more icons, but Drive will probably be on your first page. Another way to access Google Drive is to type in drive.google.com up in the top here. This is called your omnibus, and it should just complete it for you. You can click Enter, and it will pull up your drive. So if we look right here, I'm going to open this up a little bit so you can see it better. I've got my File Explorer open on my left and Google Drive open up on my right. Now, File Explorer, we've got our quick access at the top where you can see my documents, downloads, all of the places I've been recently. And then down here, you can see all of the different things that are available on this computer. You'll also notice that I have Google Drive file stream available here on my left. When I click that, I can either go into My Drive or Shared Drives. Notice that in Google Drive, right here on the left, we have the same thing, My Drive and Shared Drives. Essentially, Google Drive is the same as File Explorer, this old system that you've been using for quite a while. It's just in an online environment, and everything is saved in the cloud. Now, if you've been using your From My Laptop folder, all of your items have been being saved in Google Drive file stream. They've been saved in the cloud. And if you click after Google Drive file stream, if you click My Drive, you should see your folder right in here that says From My Laptop. Everything over here is going to be exactly the same as what you see over here in Drive, and you're going to access it the same way. So for instance, when I'm over here in File Explorer, if I want to open my teaching resources file, I just double click, and then it will show me everything in that file. If I want to open a document, I would also double click. Drive works the same way. If I want to open teaching resources, I double click. And then from within here, I can open a folder or open a file by double clicking. One thing you might notice is that my drive looks very similar to File Explorer, and your drive might not look like that. Your drive probably looks more like this. And if you open a folder, you might even have some of these images of documents instead of seeing a list of documents like you would see in File Explorer. So the way that I change that from these images or tiles over to the list form is I clicked this button over here. It's kind of like a bulleted list. And that kind of helps me visually because I was more used to File Explorer, and when I started working in Drive, I liked this list format better. Another thing that I did to make my Drive look more like File Explorer is I got rid of quick access. So some of you might still have this access bar at the top. And usually, I'm going to full screen this for a second. Usually it'll show you 4 or 5 icons with the documents that you've had open most recently. If you like having this quick access, feel free to leave it. But if it kind of bothers you visually, it did bother me visually, you can come up to the gear icon, click on Settings, and then from here we scroll down to the Suggestions menu, and it's this first checkbox. You'll see it says Make relevant files handy when you need them in quick access. And if you uncheck that box, your quick access will disappear. Notice that now, again, I've got a very similar appearance between My Drive and File Explorer. Now, there are a few differences with My Drive and File Explorer. So notice here, I only have access to My Drive and shared drives. But in Google Drive on Chrome, I also have access to Shared with Me. So I know that a lot of teachers have had department documents or documents from an administrator in the building documents shared with them and shared with me so that everyone can view it, and even sometimes so that everyone can edit the document. And this is where you will find those documents. If you weren't sure where to find them, it's right here in Shared with Me. So you don't have to go back and find the email that someone sent to you to tell you that you shared. And notice it does just put them in this list from most recent. You can also see that it'll tell you who shared it with you over here on the right. If the document was saved a while ago and it's kind of hard to come through here and find it, you can come up here to search Drive. And if you know some of the keywords, you can search by typing that in here. You can also click Advanced Search. And if you know what kind of file it was, if it was a spreadsheet, you can search by spreadsheets. If you know who shared it with you, you can put in the specific person or just put that it wasn't owned by you, and that will only, again, show you the documents in Shared with Me. If you know maybe some of the words or other people it was shared with, you can search by any of those different fields, which might help you find a document if you're struggling to find it.